You guys don't care about that white lady. You guys don't care about Renee at all. You guys don't care about that lady that lost her life, that got unalived by the ICE agent. You guys don't even care about her. The only reason you care is because you don't like Trump. Anything attached to Trump, you're not going to like. You're not going to like it. Because if you truly, truly, truly believe that ICE agents are so evil and you hate them so much, you would have hated them when Obama was around too. But you don't. You guys only hate them now because it's under the Trump administration. But you didn't care when 3 million people were deported. You guys didn't care about them. You guys only care about it now because, one, you see everybody hopping on this train and you want to be a part of the show. You just want to be cool like everybody. You just want to blend in, and you're not brave enough to have an opinion of your own. So you're just a follower. That's what it is. This lady should still be here. No doubt in my mind, she should still be here. But you liberals unalived your own kind. You guys pumped her head up so much and yeah, you can do it. All for the camera, all just for social media. And now look, anybody know how the dog's doing? Where's PETA? Somebody need to call PETA. But yeah, and I just want to let you guys know that you guys don't care about this lady. This is fake outrage. Because if it was F-ICE, it would be F-ICE all across the board, no matter what administration it's under. It doesn't matter, Democrat, Republicans, Independent. If you feel that way about somebody, you're going to feel that way about them all the time. You only care about this lady because everybody cares about this lady. And anything that is attached to Donald Trump, you guys don't like. Anyway. Have a blessed day.
Hey, everybody and their mother has jumped onto this app and given their opinion about the whole Minnesota ICE situation with the lady Renee who lost her life. And here's mine, okay? Nobody's talking about one key fact, okay? It doesn't matter whether or not you're on the right and you believe that, it was justified what the ICE officers did. It doesn't matter if you're on the left and you think it was absolutely horrid what the ICE officers did, right? Like, it does not take away from the fact that this woman had free will and she decided to use that free will instead of be around for her children that she's left behind or her spouse that she's obviously left behind. She chose to get behind the wheel of a car, okay? She chose to get behind the wheel of an SUV and use that car, okay, to impede federal officers from doing their job. Now, I know what you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, he's a MAGA something. He's a, no, okay, calm down. All right, that's why we're here, okay? It's because y'all get too fucking frazzled, razzled, dazzled, okay? Let's calm down, all right? I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have an opinion on ICE and what they're doing under the Trump administration, okay? You're allowed to do that. And guess what also you're allowed to do? You were allowed to protest in the United States of America peacefully, okay? If you want to go stand on the corner where ICE is in your cities and hold your signs and scream out loud, the Krusty Krab is unfair, he's been there fucking plotting his oppression, like, you can do that. You're allowed to do that, but what you're not allowed to do is get behind the wheel of the car, which is what she was doing apparently like all day leading up to this moment, and use that car to impede federal officers from doing their job. Now, why that's important is because if she just would have used that same free will, okay, to say, you know what, fuck ICE. I hate everything there is to do with ICE. I think what they're doing is wrong. I firmly stand against it. If she would have just taken that free will and instead of getting behind the wheel of a car to try and prevent federal officers from doing their job and put that same energy into just joining a protest, making some signs, go join a Facebook group, do whatever you got to do to spread out the information that you are against what they're doing and you're not going to stop talking about it until there's some legitimate change, she would be alive today for her children. She would be around to be a mother to her children. She would be around to continue to be a spouse. Like that's what is just blowing my. Everyone's focusing on the wrong points. They're like, oh my God, ICE is evil. No, ICE isn't evil. They're just doing their jobs, and it's just going to be a back and forth fucking shit show of a fight. But nobody's talking about the fact that she made the willful decision to get behind the wheel of her car and use that car as a mechanism to prevent ICE officers from them doing what it is they're trying to do. Okay, and the end result was her losing her life. And you can debate, oh, one video shows one angle, one video shows another. It was justified. It wasn't justified. It doesn't take away from the fact, though, that if all she did was sit there and say, you know what, hold on, I'm not going to go do something that's going to be inherently dangerous. I'm just going to choose to voice my opinion, say why it is that I don't like what they're doing here in Minneapolis. But she didn't do that. Okay, she made a decision, and there are consequences to the decisions that we make. Some are good, some are bad. Obviously, in this situation, it was a bad one, and the loss of life, of any life, is going to be tragic, okay? But you still cannot deny that if she just made the decision to be like, you know what, hold on, I have young children at home, I have a spouse that, you know, I am in their life and they depend on me, I'm going to choose to protest in a much more peaceful way to make sure that my children have a mother, okay, that can be in their lives, that my spouse has somebody, right? No, but she didn't do that. She chose to take whatever narrative of propaganda or whatever ideology that she believed in and used it to become a weaponized mechanism for those ideologies that she had. And